Dear ladies, we are going to discuss this poem through lines because it is distributed into elaborated stanzas. As we have said, that Tennyson uses an elaborated form of a stanza. We will explain the stanzas through through line explanation, not through stanza explanation. Here in this first stanza, the readers might be surprised by the opening lines of Tennyson's poem. Why? Because it describes Ulysses as being unhappy with his life in his returning back to Ithaca, because for him they are surprised because there is different disparity between what they know about Ulysses or Odysseus, okay, the original name of Ulysses, and what they are going to read in this poem. For because Ulysses in the poem is not interested in his homeland Ithaca, and it is not beloved for him. It represents for him as a barren crags, some some place which is barren, which is meaningless. And even for his wife Penelope, also is not the woman that he was fighting for to return for years to return to. She is simply, he describes her as an aged wife, as if he is not aged, but in fact, we know that they are of the same age. But he looks at her as an aged wife because deep inside him he feels that youth is still burning inside him. And the strong contrast that Tennyson draws between the reader's prior idea of Ulysses and this new image is presented in the poem as one of his strategies to engage the reader's curiosity and interest, to ask this question: why Ulysses is not happy in his returning home, why he is not happy with his returning to the kingdom, to his wife and to his son. In the opening lines, the speaker or the poet, in fact, tries to present the answer. From the very beginning, Ulysses shows that he is unhappy when he says, "It little profits that an idle king by this still heart among these barren matched with all these things that it is all useless to feel all this because he is an idle king." Okay, he says, so from the very beginning we know that there is a sense of a frustration. He does not directly call himself old, as I told you, that he says aged wife while he does not refer to himself as being aged. Okay, when he says idle king, as if his youth is still it is not moved. So when he compares himself with his wife, he feels that she is the one who is aged, who has aged, while he is not with her aging. He says he is matched with her, as if it is out of his will. Then he when he refers to her as aged, so it means that since he is matched with her, so he will be aged as well. Again, he also complains that he is idle, that he is stuck to this still heart, to this still place, to this stagnant place. So he becomes not only a king, but he refers to himself as an idol. It means stagnant, unmoving. He belongs to this place. He is not satisfied because he feels that he does not have a satisfying work, because he used to be a warrior, he used to be a hero. So these things are showing that everything around him is not a satisfying work, even if it were a king's work. As if he is now trapped in one place without movement. Now, the reader would ask why he is unsatisfied. Maybe because Ulysses feels that he has little connection to his people. Also, even his reference to these people is not a reference of respect or love or missing. He says he refers to them as if they are just like animals or beasts. He refers to them as being savages who do nothing but eating and sleeping and hoarding or storing the goods for the winter, just like animals who are storing their food for hibernation, which is winter sleep, السبات الشتوي. And what makes, maybe we would ask why he is so much prejudiced against these people. Maybe the worst of all that makes him prejudiced is that they don't know him. They are unfamiliar with him. They don't understand what kind of a man he is because he was away all the time. They have only seen only the barren crags of Ithaca, the barrenness of Ithaca. They were not. They did not feel that he was one of them, feeling their miseries and feeling their happiness. So he is unbelonging. So he is dissatisfied with the attitude of the people who are sufficed or who feel it is enough for them to live and die on this island without exploring the world. Starting from line 6 to 18. After